Hi, welcome back to another review on the mightymax Doom Zone series. In the 1930s there was a film called King Kong, a movie about a giant gorilla that chucks a rampage in New York City. And this classic film pretty much started the whole entire fantasy adventure, giant monster, disaster genre, and it ended up getting so much offsprings and byproducts. Now if you were to get the King Kong mentality and combine it with a bunch of dark fantasy voodoo magic, what you end up getting is the Ape King. Yeah, this is the most testosterone-fueled set in the entire Doom Zone series. Officially called mightymax Tangles with the Ape King. Okay, what we have here is a gorilla head. It has a mad instinctive design with its tribal dot on the forehead, and he's snarling, and he has sharp teeth. Surface is nicely crafted. Nice usage with the black hair and the purple. They say eyes are the gateway to the soul, and his soul has a lot of rage. We open him up from the top, and we get a jungle themed setting. Dark background with a lot of green vegetation. Bottom section's a war zone, and the upper part is more jungle. We pull this out from the top section of the middle, and we get more vegetation. As for our three playable characters, we have our hero, Max, and fighting on his side is the native chief, Chief Xantar. He's a native chief and a shaman. He and his tribe are in a warfare with the Ape King tribe. He has a pretty cool design with his voodoo mask and his shaman tribal stick. And our antagonist is the Ape King. He is the evil butt-kicking machine of the set. He is huge, and his design's pretty unique, with his dark fur, gorilla combat pose, his mad facial expression. Oh, and he has a grey hair on his back, indicating he is the Ape King, aka the boss. Okay, the setting is pretty much jungle warfare, and some awesome usage of greenery on the floor. On the middle section we got two tribal boneheads with some blood on top. Gives the place a feeling of terror. And you can spin them around. Here we got a native warrior who's getting pulverized by the Ape King. Behind the boneheads we have the ape's cooking pot. Has some nice bronze paint. And on the inside you see a picture of human bones indicating that the Ape King is a cannibal. On the left we got the giant purple jungle snake. Yeah, he takes up quite a lot of space, and you can see he's strangling one of the native warriors. Yikes. His actions are limited, but you can spin his head. And he also makes the place look a little bit more hazardous. Anyway, on the background we got some tribal heads on pikes. We got a nice mixture of black and green, giving this section a gritty and ragged visual. Over here we have a few cages, prisoners of the Ape King. On the right side we got some tribal ornaments, a few hairy heads and some pots. Now what's in these pots we don't know, but we can assume that the Ape King stole them. Now on the highest point we got some jungle vines, and you can be able to hook Max and the Ape King on it. This is pretty much where they can do their battle. Now all this crazy stuff happens in the official comic strip. Yeah, this story really has the balls of steel. It goes with Max arriving to the creepy jungle, and he's on a rescue mission to save Chief Xantar and his tribe. The evil boneheads tell Max to leave and that he must abandon hope, but Max ignores the boneheads, proceeding with his objectives. He sees Xantar and his tribe imprisoned, but before Max can save them, the evil Ape King comes, showing his dominance, pulverizing one of the native warriors. The Ape King's goons overpower Max and take him to their cooking pot, ready to cook him. But Max manages to fight free, escaping the ape goons. Max swings on the jungle vines as the Ape King chases him, Max uses his wits and outmaneuvers the Ape King, causing the ape to collide with a giant purple snake. Max manages to free Xanta and his tribe, completing his mission. Oh, and in the background you see the Ape King duking it out with a giant purple snake. Also, this set inspired the episode Rumble in the Jungle. Typical title. It's pretty much Planet of the Apes, starring the Max character and his buddies. It's a pretty action-packed episode that really goes ape. I highly recommend it. As for the closure, Chief Xanta stands on the right upper section, and then you close the green tree. Max stands here, the Ape King stands here, bend him down so we see his back, keep an eye on the boneheads, now close it up. Oh yeah. This set's pretty action-packed and has the aura of a dark fantasy jungle adventure. It also packs one heck of a gorilla punch. Speaking of the gorilla in here, if you want to get physicality like that, do 100 push-ups every morning. Also make sure to stretch. Also do about 50 pull-ups every 2 days. And have some bananas. They're pretty good for you, has a lot of potassium. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you on the next one.